Hey everybody, good evening, good evening, good evening. It is January the 11th, and I'm on here today to talk about a dream I had last night involving China McClain. And you all know China McClain from um, Daddy's Little Girls with her sisters and Idris Elba. You also know her from Disney. Um, and some of you all may know her from when she left. Um, I think it was the CW show, and she said the guy that told her basically it was time for her to leave acting or whatever, or time for her to leave or to stop or whatever. So this dream I got, I don't know exactly why the Lord gave me this dream, um, and usually He'll give me dreams of things that will happen in the future. He'll give me dreams about things to pray about, and He'll give me dreams to warn. This particular dream, I don't know why he's giving it to me. It's kind of like that dream I had about Glorilla and Usher, and then the next day something came out about Glorilla and Usher, right? So I'm releasing the dream today because whoever listens to this dream may have something to add to it. I might just be a piece of that puzzle that God is trying to put together. Or this dream could be for somebody in particular. Somebody in particular that has a child that they're trying to put into the industry, in particular into the Disney um, Disney realm. Okay, so in this dream, I think it's meant to get to somebody that is wanting to put their kids into acting or into some form of child entertainment. Okay, so in the dream, um, and the thing about this dream, like I had this dream, and it was very clear, right? When I was having it, I woke up and I remembered everything word for word. And then as soon as I got up to try to write it down, I started forgetting pieces of it. But I still remembered enough of it to write it down. Okay. So in the dream, and I have a son, he's grown now, like he's very grown. But when he was younger, I considered putting him into acting. Okay. Um, and I was in Nashville at the time, and we even went to auditions. He did the whatever they call it when you read a script, the monologue. I think it's what's called a monologue. He did the monologue and everything. But at the time, his teeth were jacked up, and the lady told him, get your teeth fixed, come back, and we can do something. But I never pursued it. Okay, that was something I just didn't feel like I wanted to pursue for him. I've always been very cautious about Disney. Always. Okay, their programming is suggestive. It is, especially for small children, right? It's very suggestive about on different topics, whether it's sex, whether it's identity, or whatever. Okay, I just didn't. I've never liked Disney ever. Okay, I have kids now that are younger that I don't even allow to watch a lot of things on Disney. Okay, so with that being said, I'll tell you about the dream. And if you know anything about China, I looked her up, and there's really nothing significant going on in her life right now that I can see online. The last thing I seen about her was that she did the movie Descendants 4, and that was back in the summer last year. So other than that, I mean, she's her social media, just her, doing different um, skits of like whether it's acting or things she's doing like showing peace and being around nature, or she might even be giving words about God because she did. Now she did say that she had turned her life over to God, um, and she's always been that way. But when God told her it was time for her to leave acting, she did leave, took a break to pursue other things, and from what I can see, she's back into um, acting again. So I don't know. So I don't know why the Lord gave me this dream, but it will come it will come later. He'll let me know later why he gave it to me. But I'm honestly feeling that this dream is for somebody that is wanting to pursue acting for their child. And this is a warning for you not to do it, especially if it involves Disney. Okay. So in the dream, again, my son was younger. He's grown now, like grown, but he was younger, and it was me, my husband, and I had other kids. I mean, I had like 3 or 4 other kids with me too. But we were at Disney World, or some part of Disney or whatever, and we were getting the royal treatment. Like we were getting the tours. They were treating us great. Okay, they were just showing us different areas and stuff like that. And I remember my son was there because he was going to audition or pursue his acting career. So in the dream, like I said, we got the royal treatment. But at some point in the dream, there was a man, and the man, I knew for whatever reason, it was something I seen in my dream where I knew that he was trying to um, force himself on him in a sexual manner. Okay, and he was a child. So once I seen that, I told my husband, like, it's time for us to go. It's time to go, to get the kids together. Let's go home, because they had school the next day. And I wanted to get them home. I said, it's time for you to go home. You got to go home and take showers. And I drove in a separate car. So I drove home separate to get home first so I could get in the shower before they got home, because I had all these kids and I wanted to make sure I had hot water for my shower. All right, so I got home first. And when I got home, and I'm there by myself, okay? So when I got home, I got a phone call from the man that I seen at Disney that was trying to, I guess, maybe force himself, whatever. I guess he was like a manager, or I don't know what he was. But he had called me. He was asking me, what I was going to do. Like, is my son going to, um, is he going to pursue this opportunity and stuff like that, right? So I didn't want to do it, and I was trying to get him off the phone, like, we don't want to do it or whatever. So he told me, he said, well, just tell the people. He said, I got some people waiting for you at the house. Just let them know, what you say or whatever, and just let him go with them, whatever. So, but I'm there by myself, right? So I thought. So I look around the corner into my kitchen, and at the table is sitting China McClain and her whole family. Her sisters are there. Her mom is there. Her dad is there. They're all sitting at this table. And her mom turns around to look at me, and I wave and say hello to her. So at that time, China pulled my son to the side. And it was like a glass window. She pulled him over to the side, and she started talking to him. And I could tell that she was talking to him about the industry and all the bad things that occur in the industry. And he was crying. And that's when my dream ended. So this dream, I believe the Lord gave me again. I have prayed and asked Him to give me clarification on the dream. And most of the time, I don't need a lot of clarification for my dreams. They're pretty straightforward. Or He may have me do a little research on certain things I've seen in the dream. And like I said, I looked at China McClain. I couldn't find anything on her specifically. But I don't know if this dream is telling me that she herself will be coming out against Disney, or maybe somebody in her family coming out against Disney. I don't know. Or it could be that there's somebody that will hear this message that has a child that they're wanting to, or that they're considering putting into the acting industry with Disney. And from the dream, this is warning you not to do it. Okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? Because he's showing me in the dream that Disney is the people that are in charge, or somebody that's in charge. They're wicked. They have ulterior motives. And they are into abusing children. Okay, and I know people like that are pushing Disney everything on their kids and pushing them to go into acting and stuff like that, or wanting them to pursue acting. And it's really so they can live through them, right? They want to live the life they didn't get to live through their kids. Okay. But the thing about Disney is, and we all know about Disney. I don't know if God gave me this because they came out recently about donating the $15 million to LA to the firefighters to fight the fires, which is chump change to Disney. Okay. I don't know if that's why he gave me the dream, but the dream is highlighting Disney. And the fact that China McClain has spoke out against Hollywood, and she in her video, I'm gonna play this clip, and hopefully you can hear it because I don't know how to put the videos um, to show on my phone, so I'm gonna play it. Hopefully you can hear it. And this is what she said before.
Anyways, China didn't stop. It's normal when it's really not.
Entertainment industry, it's about influence. There is a reason why you see people dressed up as Satan. Full-on visuals of Satan, people dressed as Satan, dressed as a demon, got upside-down crosses all on their clothes or pentagrams on their clothes. People think that this stuff is just a game. No, there's a reason why the entertainment industry is doing that, y'all. They know good and doggone well that God exists. They also know that Satan exists. They're just counting on the fact that y'all don't know that.
But people...
So, that's what she said in her video she had done a while back about the industry and about Hollywood in general. How evil it was, how wicked it was, how satanic it was, and they don't even try to hide it. Okay? The only people that are clueless about it are those that cannot see in the spirit. They cannot discern in the spirit. Okay? And when you put your children into things like this, you're pushing them into the hands of Baal, into the hands of Moloch. You are putting them into the fire. Okay, you are throwing them into the fire. You are giving them over to Satan. You're giving them over to demonic spirits. Okay, and that's what Disney represents. I don't care what they show on TV. I don't care how beautiful Disneyland is. Behind it is very wicked. It's very, very, very wicked. Okay. So, the dream I had again, I believe that God is showing me either, I don't know if something's going to come out about Disney, I'm not sure, because plenty of stuff is already out about Disney. Plenty of stuff is out there about Disney if you do your research. But I don't know if China's going to do something, or if, again, this message is meant to warn somebody that is wanting to put their children into acting and going through Disney to do it. Don't do it. Don't go through Disney. Do your research, okay? Do your research so you can see how evil and wicked they truly are. Don't put your children in that. Don't expose your children to that, okay? Don't do it, right? Don't do it. So, and that really goes for the whole industry, period. God is cleaning up Hollywood. As you can see, he is cleaning up Hollywood his way. He will never destroy the earth by flood again, but he will destroy it by fire. And Hollywood is burning up right now. I'm not going to say it's God's judgment, but it really looks like God's judgment to me, if you think about it. To me, it looks like God's judgment. But I'm not going to say that because I have no right to say that. I have no authority to say that it's his judgment. That is God's judgment, not my judgment or anybody else's judgment to give, okay? So he's doing something. Whatever is happening in Hollywood, he's allowing it to happen for a reason. So you want to put your kids into acting? Wait until the new kingdom comes. Wait until there are people in place to make godly cartoons, to make godly shows, to make godly movies, okay? Or talk to those people. Put them in movies that promote God, okay? Do that. That promote relationship, okay? So again, that was my dream about China McClain, and regarding something that has to do with Disney. It's when something tied to Disney and China McClain, whatever it is. I'm letting it out there, and maybe God will give me some more revelation on this dream, and I'll just add on to it if he does. or maybe somebody out there has had a dream and they didn't know what it was about, and they can listen to this and get another piece to the puzzle. Okay, but something is going to happen because God is showing it to me. Um, I don't know if this is something personal for somebody in my family or if it was for somebody in somebody else's family. Okay, but He does not just give me random dreams, especially dreams that are that vivid and clear. Okay, and again, it's not about my son because he's grown. He's not pursuing Disney. Okay, and I'm not pursuing Disney for any of my other kids. All right. So with that being said, just take this message back to the Lord. If it's you that's trying to pursue a career for your child and it is including Disney, all right, or anybody in Hollywood for that matter, take it back to the Lord, okay? Get confirmation that that's what He wants you to do, all right? Get confirmation from Him that that's what He wants you to pursue for your child. Because again, we're not to throw our children into the lake of fire. We're not to throw them into the hands of Moloch, okay? So, again, if it's for you, it's for you. This won't be for everybody, but I'm just letting it out to be known. But the dream I got, and I know if it's God's will, He will give me more to this, or something will show up about this. Okay. But anyway, you all have a blessed night and a glorious night. Continue to pray for the nation, pray for the country, pray for California, and just pray against anything in your region. Okay, pray against sicknesses, any viruses, any illnesses, any diseases. Pray against those things. Pray for Donald Trump and his family. Pray for J.D. Vance and his family. Okay, because there's a lot happening already, and we're only 11 days in, y'all. 11 days. That's it. And this is starting off again pretty strong. All right, so this is going to be a year to remember. All right, but again, you all have a great night and a blessed night, and take everything back to the Lord if it applies to you. Good night.